Thanks for joining us on TVC News this hour. We start off this hour with the war against illicit drug, where operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have arrested a 24-year-old Thai lady, Batapi Wimonat, in an attempt to smuggle 43 parcels of Canadian loud, a synthetic strain of cannabis weighing 46.60 kilograms into Nigeria through the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos. The suspect, who confessed to being the hired drug trafficker, was arrested after discovering the illicit consignment in her boxes during the inward clearance of passengers in Qatar Airways flight from Thailand via Doha, Qatar, at the arrival hall, Terminal 2 of the Lagos airport. She said the drug cartel, which recruited her, promised to pay her $3,000 upon successful delivery of the illicit drug consignment in Nigeria. The Director, Media and Advocacy, the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, in a statement revealed the arrest of other traffickers in a bid to ship 68 parcels of Ghanaian loud with a total weight of 42.2 kilograms concealed in walls of crated cartons to London through the export shed of the Lagos airport. The operatives also recorded successes at Port Harcourt Port Complex, Onne, River State, and in Nasarawa State, as the commands and formations of the agency across the country continue their war against drug abuse, sensitization activities to schools, worship centers, workplaces, and communities, among others, in the past week. In other news, 40 survivors of Talata Mafara gunpowder explosion in Zamfara State are still receiving treatment at Usman Danfodio University Teaching Hospital in Sokoto after 6 others lost their lives in the explosion. A delegation from Zamfara State, led by the State Health Commissioner, Dr. Nafisa Maradan, have visited the victims at the hospital, where she appreciated the support of Sokoto State Government and the efforts of the hospital management in providing adequate care to them. Dr. Nafisa maintained that Zamfara State Government would sustain support to the victims until they are fully recovered, as she also dismissed speculation that the state government is rejecting donations and support from certain quarters.
First of all, this is a state government delegation. We were here yesterday together with my team from the Ministry of Health and other government officials to see for ourselves the victim of a gunpowder explosion in Talat al-Mafara. We have seen it, the extent of the damage caused by the explosion, and then the state government is fully responsible for their treatment and then the feeding also. We came along with some drugs, and because there was a need assessment that was conducted and then shared with us, so we came along with all that they need for now. And then going forward, everything regarding their medication is fully covered by the state government.
And now to politics. The People's Democratic Party has been declared the winner of the 30 chairmanship and councillorship seats in Saturday's local government election in Osun State that witnessed low voter turnout. The results of the election were declared by the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission, Hashim Abiyoye. The commission had defied warnings by the police and the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, and relied on the judgment of the Osun State High Court in Ilesha, which ordered the electoral agency to conduct elections for the vacant positions of chairmen and councillors in the 30 local government areas. And in Cross River State, the People's Democratic Party South-South has elected new zonal officers at its zonal congress to pilot the affairs of the party in the region. The congress, which held in Calabar, was attended by delegates from across the South-South region and other prominent party members, including Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, party officials and security agencies. The newly elected zonal chairman, Dan Obi, promised to work tirelessly to strengthen the party's structures and mobilize support across the region. He commended the delegates for their support and promised to carry everyone along. Other elected officers include Alaba Turner, zonal secretary, among others.
I've once again shown that they have confidence in my leadership of the zone. I want to thank them. I want to say I'm indeed very pleased to be re-elected as National Vice Chairman South-South. By the mere instruction of the Federal High Court, Abuja, we've gone ahead to conduct this Congress, and you have seen for yourself. We had members of the BOT, we had former governors, we had members of the National Assembly, we have all the states well represented at this Congress. I want to thank the people of the South-South for their overwhelming support for the success of this Congress.
Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party has dismissed claims that it conducted a South-South Zonal Congress, saying that the gathering in Calabar, Cross River State, was not an official event of the party. The National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Debo Ologunagba, in a statement said PDP states in clear terms that it has not conducted a South-South Zonal Congress, neither is it in any way involved in the said gathering in Calabar. The statement further explained that the party had officially postponed the Congress to allow for broader consultations. The party spokesman asked members and stakeholders to disregard any event claiming to be its zonal Congress. Elsewhere, the Tinubu Northern Youth Forum has commenced an early campaign for the re-election of President Tinubu in 2027. The group, which has an extensive network across 19 northern states and Abuja, cited President Tinubu's impressive track record of delivering development projects across the country as a reason for their endorsement. Coordinator of the forum, Awa Sansani, said President Tinubu's recognition of the North's potential to drive Nigeria's development has earned him their support. The group highlighted the president's effort to bring developmental projects to the region, which has had a positive impact on the lives of Northerners.
We are going to work day and night to make sure Asuwaju is back 2027. Whether you like it or not, you must come back. And we are even calling the Sultan of Sokoto to look a big title for Asuwaju as the son of the North. As the vibrant youth, we believe and we recognize Asuwaju Bola Tinubu, important of Asuwaju Bola Tinubu in our country, at the North. He has done a lot. The leadership and the vision for Nigeria, with his impressive track record, commitment to progressive, we believe it is essential to support his re-election bid for a second time. Nobody will stop us.
The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has been advised not to be distracted by media propaganda carried out by former Kaduna Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai and Najatu Muhammad. The leadership of concerned citizens of Numan Federation and Southern Senatorial District of Adamawa State gave the advice in Adamawa. Senior reporter Olabi Adenusi Fadin, this report.
Present at this press conference are leaders from 5 local government areas that makes up Numan Federation in Adamawa State. They are here to make their opinions known on national issues, particularly the recent outbursts by the former Kaduna Governor Nasir El-Rufai and Najatu Muhammad, accusing Nuhu Ribadu of being hypocritical.
These unwarranted attacks are not only unbecoming, but also a deliberate attempt to undermine the authority and credibility of the National Security Advisor, the NSA.
The group, however, reiterated their support for President Bola Tinubu's transformation agenda, which they claim has improved the nation's security, particularly in the north.
More than ever before, if there is anything that we need to commend this government for, is for the fact that for the first time they have found a bearing as to how to deal with the insecurity that has bedeviled this nation. This is why you see today, if you go to the market, before in this country, no farmer can go to the farm without being intimidated. You can't travel on the road. So, but today, all over the nation, people travel without fear. The farmers go to the farm, and that is the reason why, that is what is informing why you see today, the prices of foodstuff in the market has crashed.
The group distances itself from the statement credited to former Secretary of the Federation, Babaki Lawal, who claimed that the North is not with President Tinubu. According to them, The former SGF's view does not represent the opinion of millions of Northerners.
David Babashir is one person out of millions of people in the whole of 19 northern states. He is entitled to his own opinion. As a leader, he has served under APC, and if APC is not doing well, he would have resigned and not kicked out of office at that time. And we are speaking as people from Numan Federation. He is from the northern part of this state. We are speaking from the southern part of this state. We might have, you said northern leaders are not with him. We are not looking for leaders. At our age right now, we are leaders of our own. We can speak for ourselves.
The group asks Nigerians to ignore the antics of individuals whose only interest is self-promotion and personal gains at the expense of national unity.
In a bid to drive women's economic empowerment and sustainable development, especially at the grassroots, the First Lady of Nigeria and National Chairman of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Oluremi Tinubu, has launched the North Central Zone Women's Empowerment Program. The program is aimed at directly impacting over 18,000 women across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones, starting with 500 beneficiaries from each state in the North Central Zone. The initiative, a collaboration between the Renewed Hope Initiative and Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals, will provide women with tools and resources to start or grow their businesses, fostering economic independence and contributing to national development. First Lady expressed commitment to empowering Nigerian women as a cornerstone of nation building.
The items being distributed today are to equip our women with the necessary tools and resources they need to build successful businesses and to contribute to the prosperity of our great nation. To the beneficiaries of this empowerment program, I encourage you to use these resources judiciously to start or grow your businesses. Let these items serve as a foundation for creating better life for yourselves and your families. I hope and pray that what you receive today will prosper in your hands. In Jesus' name.
These empowerment items represent more than just physical tools that I was seeing them. They symbolize hope, strength, and brighter future for our women. We believe that each woman receiving this item today will use them to transform herself and the lives of people that are around her.